This video is brought to you by Roguedeckbuilder.com. Purchase a playmat today and help us make the move to our new studio. We have over 10 playmats to choose from. Visit Roguedeckbuilder.com. Hi there, it's Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com here with match number 1 with our Angelic Accord. This is a decent little hand. We have Goblin Rabblemaster, we have a Stoke the Flames, we have Spark Trooper. We're going to keep it, see what we can draw into. Rabblemaster alone can give so many decks a difficult time. If we can actually draw a bit of removal to protect it or to clear the path for it, it can take over the game by itself. So we're going to go ahead and Temple here and try to set up our hand. We're a little bit on the flood end. We're going to keep the Whip of Erebos. I think it's pretty good with the Spark Trooper. Overgrown Tomb could be a number of decks. See if it's BG Dredge once again. We've been playing that deck a ton lately. Very popular right now on MTGO. But this looks like it's just going to be the green or the red, the black-green type rock type deck. So we could be facing off against like a pack right here. Definitely put that on the bottom. We'll have Rabblemaster next turn. And even Rabblemaster Whip gets value. But no, this can be Giant Planeswalkers. With Mutavault, that's interesting because sometimes they're, just monsters. And that's going to be a bit of an issue if Polukranos is rough when he comes out this early. And what we're going to do is we're just going to Battlefield Forge, put out a Rabblemaster. And he has to attack in, but that's fine. And he'll block with the Polukranos. So the good news is we have like Spark Trooper, Stoke the Flames that can keep us at par in life total, especially if, Spark Trooper coming back with a Whip of Erebos. I probably will just Whip next turn and then start getting value out of my Goblin tokens. Or I could create another Goblin and then Stoke the Flames, the Polukranos. That could definitely be an option. Alrighty, so let's see what shenanigans comes out this turn. Probably a Courser the way he's tapping. Yep, Courser, Mizium Mortar's on top. I'm not looking forward to seeing that card. But, I mean, we can stoke down the Courser and swing in for pretty decent damage here. And we could we cast a Young Pyromancer? We could cast a Young Pyromancer and then... No, yes, we could. But then we don't get any damage. And Mizium Mortars, or just activating Polukranos, could be a little bit rough. I want to keep my Young Pyromancer possibly alive later on to gain incremental value. I'm going to just go ahead... Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and throw in... We got white, red, so let's do the black... white, or black-red actually, because I think red's more important. So we'll shock ourselves and go ahead and stoke down the Courser. And get in there for 4. So I'm at 13, but again, the Spark Trooper hopefully is going to give me some life back next turn. See if another Courser. Nope, he's just going to Mizium Mortars off. He's a little bit rough on the land count. He's going to do 7 to me here. And I'm down to a 6. So he's thinking he's going to just take over here with damage. Now, Angelic Accord, unfortunately, is going to come a little bit late. So I can't afford to put it out and wait a turn. But if this does go into late game, we do draw into some sort of... And we got this little combo Whip of Erebos and Angelic Accord. But, I mean, the only play right now that we can do that will make sense is just Spark Trooper. And get in here for 7. Getting me back some life. Back to a 12. And then again, he's in a weird little position. He's missed land drops. I don't know if he can afford to activate the Mutavault again. He does not, so he must have something else in his hand that he can do. Which could be Xenagos here. It's going to be a Gorklan Rampager that he just uses. Warrior's Helix is great here. It kills the Gorklan Rampager. And we can actually get a Young Pyromancer token out of it. But then do we just subsequently die is the thing. Well, we'd have to lead back our Goblin. Can't Warrior's Helix him, unfortunately. And I can't afford to, because he just activates Plukernos, kills the Goblin token, and swings in for 9. Next turn, then I die. So, I mean, I was contemplating going the Angelic Accord and then just waiting a turn. But the right play here is just going to be to throw out this Young Pyromancer. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 mana. Does 5 mana? 5 mana kills both of them, but I'll have a token to block. So we'll have to shock ourselves here. And I do believe I'm just going to have to leave up the Goblin token. Unfortunately, I'm still in a pretty terrible situation here. I'll probably bring in the Dreadbores. It does kill enough things like the Blukernos. I don't quite think the Anger of Gods comes in. It doesn't kill enough. Blood Baron seems pretty bad in this matchup with Mizian Mortars running around. But, I mean, this game is totally different if Plukernos didn't come out. Like, I think what he needs to do here is he needs to monstrous Plukernos and kill off the Young Pyromancer. I don't think he can afford to keep Young Pyromancer alive. But if this is the case, then we just go block with a Goblin token. It's a lot less. And we could activate and now kill all of them, but he gets an Overgrown Tomb. He shocks himself. Now this sets up like another Warleader's Helix to the face is pretty good. Oh, he's just going to fight monsters for 2 and kill off both of these guys. And he's up to a 7. Then he can activate Mutavault. The turn after, but unfortunately for us, I think no matter how we play this, we're going to die because we need a token out to block next turn. And he has exactly 9 damage, and all we can do is the Boros Charm. So let's see if he just gets greedy. I don't want to show him much. You know, the Angel Core definitely isn't the right play, so we'll throw out Whip. And let's just hope that he, for some reason, gets greedy and doesn't activate Mutavault and go for the win. But so far he does. And yep, that's going to be game. So loving Spark Trooper in this match. I think we do bring in the Dreadbores. And Riot Control kind of seems nice because we can actually prevent all damage from a huge Plukernos or a Gorklan Rampager swing. And I'm just going to continue to put in big stuff as well. I'm going to take the Blood Barons out because Blood Barons unfortunately just get outclassed by a lot of stuff he is playing. And Obsidot seem a little bit better because they are incremental life gain. Rattlemaster's still fine here. It creates plenty of tokens. But now I've taken a lot of synergies out with the Angelic Accord. I think I have to go down to just a 1 of Angelic Accord. It just doesn't seem... Well, no. Actually, Angelic Accord seems great in this match. They can't all die from Mizian Mortars. So I have to keep that in mind. So Magma Jet probably is the weak link here. And we'll bring in the more Angelic Accords here. And we'll call this good. So yes, I like to play first. Keepable hand, we have a first turn Young Pyromancer into a second turn. Our first turn Temple of Mouse and a second turn Young Pyromancer. And, or we can start Dreadboring. Again, if he gets like that Plukernos. The only thing I saw out of his deck was a Plukernos. I'm sure Xenagos the God is in here. That's what's really good with like bigger creatures. This is just good old Jund monsters. Haven't seen this deck in quite a while because most everyone's switched over to Jund Planeswalkers. Boros Charm at this point, I believe, can just go on the bottom. Even though we do have pretty good burn. And I think I want the Goblin Rabblemaster to come out on time. So if I don't see a land that can come into play tapped on this turn, on this draw, I'll play the Temple of Silence. And it's Angelic Court, so we're just going to go Temple of Silence. And we'll put that on top because we need lands. And now he won't be able to stop the Rabblemaster. From at least getting some value out of a token. Unless he is playing a occasional like Shock or something, but like Magma Spray or Shock will actually work here. But we'll go ahead, put out Mr. Rabblemaster. And he does have a Magma Spray. That's unfortunate, but I mean we'll be able to get value out of Young Pyromancer now. And it still costs him a card to get rid of the... So here, yeah, we have to, I think, be proactive, or maybe not. Maybe we'll just Young Pyromancer. We can Young Pyromancer and Dreadbore that, and then save the War Leader Helix for the Angelic Accord. Or we can just go ahead and just chuck out an Angelic Accord, and I think that's actually better. So we're going to God the Shrine, take some damage here, and this allows him to maybe get some value out of the Gore-Clan Rampager. But we're going to get value out of the War Leader's Helix now and the Angelic Accord. With the 4/4 flyer he can't actually deal with. I mean, he gets a free land here. That might have cost us... It cost him an extra, basically, card. It's like him drawing a card there with the Courser. So we'll go down to 16, see if a Plukernos comes out. If a Plukernos comes out, I'm okay, because we can Dreadbore it. And we can always just Young Pyromancer Dreadbore it. And there is Plukernos. But let's see what's coming up. We'll Temple... We need more red sources, so definitely Temple of Triumph. And I'm liking another Young Pyromancer, as we're going to get more value out of... Well, I think Young Pyromancer at this point can go to the bottom. And I think Plukernos is a bit bigger issue than Gore-Clan. So I think I'm going to establish the Young Pyromancer here. I can't do both. Okay, so this makes it the choice easy for me because I don't have the correct mana. It's just going to be Helix on the Courser Crucifix, and this will give me a 4/4 Angel. See, he still has 6 cards in hand. I know he's got 1 Magma Spray. And then a bunch of unknowns. But taking 5 here. And I'd love to see like a double Magma Spray on the Angel. So Chandra, and I'm just going to... I might just Dreadbore Chandra now. Because I lose my Young Pyromancer to Chandra the following turn if that's the case. But that actually makes things really easy for me. The decision. Because that's the duh choice. Well, we can actually activate Mutavault and kill off Chandra. We could Dreadbore the Plukernos. Because Amazing Mortar's Overload is probably No, because he can Magma Spray, duh. He can Magma Spray my Mutavault, so that'd be a very, very bad choice. So we're just going to Temple here. See what we can scry away. That is awesome. We definitely want that on top. It is just going to be Whip of Erebos. And we're going to attack into Chandra. And get us another Angel. Again, an overloaded Mizzy Mortars, which I do know he has, and he's quite capable of actually casting it this turn, is pretty problematic. He needs to take care of these Angels before they get out of control. We have the Opposite Whip combo, though. Mizzy Mortars enters the exiled zone. That was pretty lucky. He'll shock himself here, and he will use that. But here goes his mana. That means we can just activate Mutavault and kill Chandra. Unless he keeps it back. And we can still gain 2 life off the Mutavault. So I think the right play, we can just hold opposite back, because I can't cast both and activate. And I think the right play is just to activate the Mutavault. Kill Chandra. Gain some life back. Throw out a Pyromancer, which is going to get Magma Sprayed, but not after it gets some value here with the Dreadbore. Again, though, he still has 5 cards in hand because he's been able to find lands off the top of the Courser and exile with Chandra. So, yeah, we knew that Magma Spray was coming. And now Nissa, which puts out a 4/4 Trampler. And he decides to hold it back. But, I mean, I could actually get an Angel by... Now, let's see if I can actually activate the Mutavault still. I can. So I can still activate the Mutavault. And we could get an Angel, but it'll be at the cost of a Mutavault. And I don't think we need to do so. So the question is, do I exile Opposite? I think I do. Opposite's going to be very hard for him to deal with. Even if he goes crazy with Nissa. Because I'm going to... Yep, he just decides he scoops here because it's going to give me an Angel token each turn. And, I mean, yeah, we start to draw into, like, World Leaders, Helixes, and stuff. So, again, I didn't see much. The Angelic Accord just seems very good versus him. Blood Baron, not so much. Rabble Masters, maybe if he's bringing in Magma Sprays, aren't the greatest. But I still want to keep him in here. I don't really see anything that I could put in besides. I don't want to get blown out by a huge... So let's keep one Rabble Master, possibly. And everything else seems okay. Even though Riot Control now seems really weird. Yeah, I'm just going to go 2 of Riot Control. And we'll bring back in the Rebel Master. And I'll submit this. So, decent hand. I don't know if we can quite keep it because we have to draw into... We're on the draw though. I'm gonna risk this hand. We have very little action just through Album Master, but I think since he mulliganed, that gives us a little more information that we're probably safe enough to miss a land drop and still be okay. But I mean, I do need to hit a white source within a few turns. So Caryatid, he's going to ramp pretty well again. And now, see, now our hand gets even better. With just any mana source gets us way back into this. Just no Pelucranosis. I don't want to see a Courser either, but it is a Courser, and he finds the tomb. And there's a Dreadbore. Dreadbores are very bad against us. They don't really do much. And he thought seizes and he gets to see my weak hand. He should take the Read the Bones here. He really should. Because I do need to top deck into that land. I had 3 turns to draw into a land. Yep, Breathe the Bones goes away. We draw into another one. But Xenagos is going to... I think Xenagos is going to get out of control. This was a very stupid keep on my part. Again, getting greedy. Should have mulliganed this. But statistically, I should have hit that land. But Pelucranos comes out here. Yeah, I'm in very, very big trouble. And that's going to be it. We miss it again. And I don't see myself coming back from this. We'll play a Bubbling Cauldron. And yeah, he just keeps hitting the lands off the top. He's got another Xenagos coming up. And taking 7 here. And I still am in terrible shape. Because I can't read the bones now. It does nothing. So, lesson learned. Never keep greedy hands. But I'll probably fail at doing that many, many times. As... yeah. What does he still have for 2 mana? Scavenging Ooze. Alright, so see... we hit it now. I mean, this would have been fine. This would have been a totally different scenario if we would have hit this turns ago. But I think I have to Riot Control. And unfortunately for us, Nis is probably going to get out of control. So we'll see what ends up happening. He's going to have double Dreadbore in his hand that does nothing. So, I mean, I took out the right things. I mean, Dreadbore actually misses Blood Baron as well. I mean, I guess it kills... it kills, Angel tokens. But this prevents all the damage and I get to gain a bunch of life. But again, there's no way I come back from this. Temple of Silence. I would put that on top. I mean, now we could actually hit in with the Spark Trooper. We need a Dreadbore here, possibly to kill off. It's just too much aggro. Or somehow, like a Merciless Eviction or something in our deck to actually do something. Because you're going to be taking 10. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16. Yeah, this is over. Alright, we'll go on to the next game. And see if we can get well, not keep terrible hands. And see if we can get this deck to get rolling. This has been Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.